Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zane, better known as the King Bahamut, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy I on the NES. It has been a couple of weeks since I last recorded anything, and we're already running into a battle, before I can start talking about what we're doing today. But that's okay. Well, that was over surprisingly quickly. Maybe it's not so much of a surprise, because in the last episode, we made it to Elfland, and I showed off the Peninsula of Power, and in between recordings, I actually went and I did a little bit of grinding to get my characters up to level 10. I also got some new weapons. I bought the Silver Sword for Brian, which is very important, actually, because he actually just one-shot that ogre in the battle that just happened that I cut out. I also bought some magic. I bought the other tier 3 magic spells that are important, and I also bought the tier 4 magic spells. The fast spell in particular is going to be a very useful spell for coming battles, so I recommend you get that. I didn't get any of the tier 4 magic, although I will say that the pure spell is probably going to be pretty helpful. So yeah, I've got all my characters decked out. So in this episode, we are going to trek west to the Marsh Cave, because in the last episode we met that guy at the Northwest Castle who said he wanted us to find the crown that's hidden in the Marsh Cave. So, as you might expect, we have a dungeon coming up. The Marsh Cave is the dungeon in question. And it's actually kind of a pain. I actually, for a lot of the dungeons in this game, I'm going to be making use of a guide to help me get through them, which you might think is being a little bit cheap, but I would say that Final Fantasy I, it's kind of like Zelda 2 on the NES, where I wouldn't say the dungeons are necessarily hard to navigate, but they're definitely not places that you want to be getting lost in, with how limited your resources are in this game, and with how quickly enemies can kill you if you aren't careful. So I actually do want to have a guide on standby, just so I can make sure that I'm doing things correctly, which is not what I did just there. I went into a dead end. Alright, so what we actually want to do is go through this little passage in the mountains here. Okay, get through this little gap in the mountains here. Follow this part of the landmass south. I am starting to regret picking this as my first game to Let's Play, because I forgot how high the encounter rate can be sometimes. Okay, this hole in the ground is where we want to go, but before we go in, I want to use a cabin so I can save my game real quick. And away we go. Welcome to the Marsh Cave, with a song that I don't really care for, because it's basically just a whole bunch of noise. Anyways, this is the Marsh Cave. We have a bunch of ghouls and zombies here, which I do not want to deal with, because they can paralyze me, and I don't want to deal with that. Alright, so we want to start by going up the passage to the north. And we have scums here. I think these guys can poison you, but I don't remember. I do know that they have kind of high physical defense. Honestly, this is a dungeon where I recommend running from everything, because we have a kind of hard boss coming up at the end. And then we have another boss battle not long after that. Okay, thank God. Alright, we want to follow this north passage first. And you go all the way up, and around, and down these stairs, and then I need to check something real quick. Hang on, cutting away. Oh wow, this is why you don't generally want to fight a lot of these enemies. Because Brian just got paralyzed. Meaning that even if I did fight them normally, I would probably have gotten my butt kicked. That didn't change up my formation. Good. Alright. Go into this room here. In the treasure box, you found a large dagger. So if you were in the town earlier and you were thinking of buying a dagger, you don't actually need to do that. But you can also sell that dagger we just picked up. Just in case. I don't know how good my odds of running away are going to be, so I am actually going to make a bit of a risky play here and just use one charge of Fire 2 with each of my mages, and hopefully that should be enough to get rid of all these guys. Yeah, it looks like. So one benefit of doing a lot of grinding in this game is that it will save your backside on more than a few occasions, because it will give you just enough. Oh wow. Oh, I almost completely destroyed all the enemies with just one spell. And then I get paralyzed. And unfortunately, Rice's harm spell isn't going to do anything because this crawler is not undead enemy, but thankfully Brian is there to bonk him on the head with the sword. Right. That battle one, 400 gold, that's not too bad. Alright, next we have this room here. Get out of the way, bat. With another treasure chest, giving you 680 gold. That's nice. I guess you could call it Gil, because this is Final Fantasy after all, and we would eventually come to know it as Gil, depending, after a few games. Yep, I was right. Scums can poison. They can poison both of my, main characters here. Please get out of this battle, because I don't want to deal with these things. Okay. Unfortunately, I did buy some potions as well, because after the whole fiasco with getting poisoned on the way to the Peninsula of Power, I did not want to have to deal with that again. Alright. Real quick, switch up our formation. And in this chest we get a short sword and 620 gold. Basically, all just money, because those weapons that I'm getting are not as good as what I have currently equipped to my characters. I don't think these gargoyles here do anything particularly dangerous, and they get walloped by that silver sword I have equipped to Brian, which actually proving itself to be a much better investment than I thought it would be. Honestly, if I have the money, I may as well pick up one for my red mage, or myself, I should say, just in case. Okay. Now that out of the way, I don't know if there's anything else we can do in this room. Let me check real quick. Alright, so there's nothing else to do in this room, so give me just a second, and we'll go up these stairs here. We actually have to do a little bit of backtracking. That was basically just for some early treasure. And we have werewolves here. Or, I guess they're wargwolves, supposed to be, but wargwolf is technically what's the name of a different enemy. It's what those gray wolves get called in later versions of this game, or re-releases of this game. Oh, they can poison you! I did not know that. Or rather, I did not remember that. Joy. Damn, Brian is putting in work here. Guess that's to be expected. I did say that the fighter was the best class in the game. So I'm just gonna have him wallop this werewolf, while the rest of my characters go after the one on the top. Easy peasy. And now, real quick, do some healing. Because I need healing! I don't play Overwatch, so that joke is kind of wasted. Lewis, get in the back. Not because you're black, but because your defenses are bad. God, that just makes me think of that terrible joke I made in the first part of this. Like I said, it's been a little while since I recorded. I do not want to deal with this. Please get away. Can't run. Oh, damn it. That's not good. At least they're focusing their attacks on one person. Ah, damn it. Yep. It begins. The first battle we couldn't properly get away from. Come on, Brian. Oh, shit. I may need to... I think I may need to speed through this battle, so I'm gonna cut away to whenever I finally successfully run away. Okay, thankfully that didn't take too long. Alright, now we want to... God damn it, Bat, get out of the way. Okay, so we have a split path here, so give me just a second. So we want to take the downwards path here, and get into more encounters with zombies and ghouls, which I do not want to have to deal with. Give me a sec. Okay, mercifully that was comparatively not too long to get away from. So we go into this room and we have a ladder leading down here. Oh, this room actually I think is the bottom floor of the Marsh cave, and there's actually quite a bit of treasure to get here. We have more monsters. More scum. The scum of the earth, so they say. Alright, with that out of the way, I think we want to go over here. Oh, we have new enemies, scorpions, who can also poison you. God bless. This is why I told you to stock up on pure potions, because there would be lots of enemies that could poison you. I don't know why I sound like this right now. Actually, I can use pure potions in battle. So thankfully, I'm gonna have Lewis take a turn to help Brian out with that problem. Of course, my red mage is getting poisoned and low on health. And that attack did not do anywhere near as much damage as I would have liked. I have been put in a not-so-great position here. So, hopefully I can get myself out of it. Cure 2. Cast fire on this one. Help me out here, Lewis. That did pitiful damage. Oh, joy. This is bad. My character is on death's door. I should not have put him in the front row, because he's not really well suited to it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, thank God. Don't have to deal with him getting knocked out. I do have to find out how to... Please kill this. Thank you. Brian, please hit the thing on the head. Okay, there we go. Yeesh. Like I said, this place can be kind of a bitch. I've actually had reasonably good luck with a lot of the encounters here, but there's only so much luck you can have with Final Fantasy 1, honestly. So let me just take a minute to heal everyone up. Whoops. I did not mean to use the loot there. Okay. Actually, I want to switch my formation again. So one thing that sucks is that having to change your formation every time your characters get inflicted with a status ailment. It's really obnoxious. Did I go in the correct place? Hang on. Sorry if I'm stumbling around a bit here. I don't remember these dungeons all that well. I do remember that they're, like I said, these dungeons are not fun to get lost in, because if you do that, you're gonna be stumbling around for a while. We go to this. This treasure box is empty. So that's not good. Why is it every time I run into scums, they always strike first? I did actually learn a couple of interesting things while grinding off camera. One of which was that if you have an instance where you're going to be ambushed or get a first strike on an enemy, that actually seems to be predetermined. Like, it will happen pretty much regardless of what enemies you run into. So if you have an instance where you're at the Peninsula of Power and you're grinding. By the way, scums have high physical resistance, so I recommend attacking them with magic. And Lewis got moved to the Brian, got moved to the back row, so I have to do something about that. So, like, if you're grinding at the Peninsula of Power and you've created a save state, but you notice that, wow, that did such poor damage. I think it would be better if I just ran. Okay, thankfully I got away. Real quick, let me just switch my formation. Hate having to do this, but it's not really something you expressly need to do. Well, I say that, but like, the formation of your characters, whoever's in the first or otherwise slot, doesn't matter that much, but you've probably been noticing that my character, the Red Mage, is getting the brunt of a lot of attacks. I don't know if there's actually anything about which characters are more likely to be targeted in which slots, but I think that the enemies will target characters who are in higher slots in the party. And I have to... Oh man, I am running out of pure potions. I should have bought a lot more than I did. Okay. Alright, so I made a mistake. This is the thing I wanted to go into. No, it's not. Son of a bitch. Hang on. Consulting my guide. Okay, I have been mistaken. So that small stairwell that you may have noticed. Oh god, that's my last pure potion. Gone down the drain, and that is really bad. That is really, really bad. Shit. I have been put in a bad situation. Oh dear, that was 40 damage to my character. Damn it, I knew I should have gotten the pure spell. Alright. I hate to do this, but Brian actually does have the HP to tank a couple of hits. So it won't be too much of a pain for him to have to deal with poison damage. Man, oh man, am I not happy about this. But that does mean I have to deal with that infernal noise. Alright, so what we actually want to do is go down this set of stairs. Son of a... Cutting away. Okay, go down this set of stairs. You'll actually go to the place where we want to go, which is in here. And in here, we get iron armor. So it's actually kind of fortuitous that I did not pick up the iron armor back in town, because now we have some for Brian. It'll give him a lot of defense with which to maybe withstand some of those... Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Alright. So this room down here has a lot of treasure. And God, that noise is going to drive me mad. And more scums attacking first. Cutting away. Thankfully, it didn't take long to run away from that battle. We have nothing in here. We have more monsters. Cutting away. My character got poisoned. And I am out of pure potions. So... with any luck, we'll be able to get out of this dungeon soon enough. Okay, get some gold in this chest. Now, some of these rooms here are locked, which means that we won't be able to get the treasure that's in them. Which... Oh, no, no, no. Not an ambush while 2 characters poisoned. Ugh. Oh, great. We have to deal with fucking paralysis. Cutting away. I don't even want to know what editing for this part of the video is going to look like. I chose Final Fantasy 1 because I kind of wanted to go back to this game after Some Call Me Johnny did the marathon, but oh boy, I forgot how rude this game can be sometimes. Get out of the way, please, bat. These bats are super annoying. Oh, there's a muck here. There's only one of him, but I just know that if I try my luck with him... Don't try your luck with a muck. Alright, we have 2 treasure chests here. This one's empty. And this box has a house in it. Houses are very useful items. They will restore your spell charges. They're basically like tents that restore your spell charges. There's an extra copper bracelet here as well. I don't remember if the copper bracelet gives better... Hang on a sec. Absorb 17. If I equip the copper bracelet, it goes to 6. Okay, yeah, the copper bracelet is not a better piece of armor than the chainmail that I had equipped. God bless. Why does... I just seriously do not understand why I'm getting so ambushed so much by the mucks specifically. Or the scums, I should say. Mucks are a different enemy. Okay. I am very, very weak. And I am forgetting which of these rooms is actually important, which is not good, because of how drained of resources I am. Ugh. Come on. think that that bottom row of rooms down there is where we actually need to go, but I want to be thorough in my... Oh, this right here. This is what we need to do. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So if we step on this space here, we get in a fight with wizards. You can... I think the number of wizards you have to fight is random, but don't quote me on that. These wizards right here, I recommend you pelt them with everything that you have, because they're kind of obnoxious to fight if you don't do that. So we're just gonna have... I had Marsh attack the top one, I think. So I'm just gonna pelt them with Ice 2, which does 24 damage, and 35 damage. That's not great. Yeah, their physical attacks are kind of powerful, as you can see. I don't think they have any real special abilities that you have to be wary of, but... Oh wow, that's actually a much easier battle than I was expecting. Yeah, those guys can be kind of a hassle if you're not prepared. But in this treasure chest, we get the crown, which is what we need to do, what we came here to do. But of course, I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm just gonna make sure that there's, to get some of these extra treasure chests, and run out of all of my healing items in the process. Oh, joy. With how bad my luck has been in here, I am not looking forward to the boss fight we have coming up. Because the boss of this section of the game, we've got a... Cutting away. Yeah, like I said, we've got a boss coming up. And... Oh, and this is, this door is locked by the Mystic Key. That's... nice. That noise is driving me bonkers. And everybody's low on health. This door is locked as well. I think the bottom row of doors here are just locked, so... I think I'm just going to make a mad dash back to the entrance. So... Just gonna make a mad dash back to the entrance. And... use... potions... And just like that, I am out of heal potions. So you know what? I am just going to book it out of this dungeon. Oh my god, we actually did it. We made it out of there alive. Somehow. Use the cabin. Doesn't get rid of the poison status. But it will at least allow us to save our game. And... Alright, and now for the other fun part of this video, backtracking all the way to Elfland. With any luck, I will reach there in one piece. Well, would you look at that, Risa got knocked out. I had a feeling I was gonna need to make a visit to the clinic at some point, but I did not want it to be right now. Thankfully, we were able to get away. God, I forgot how much dungeons in this game can suck. Okay, please get in the town. Thank God. Alright. First order of business is to get to the item shop so I can get that annoying-ass screeching out of my ears. Oh, man. Alright. Use Pure Potion on me. Use Pure Potion on Brian. Next stop is the clinic. And we revive Risa. And then we are going to an inn. Revive Risa for 200 gold. Thankfully, it wasn't that expensive. And then we go to an inn. We heal everybody. Okay, we did it. We made it through the Marsh Cave. Let me reset my party formation and celebration. Oh, that was way more of a hassle than I was expecting. It started off so good too. I was doing so well, but oh boy. But you know what? We did it. We made it through the Marsh Cave. We got the crown. Next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy 1, we're going to go to the Northwest Castle and give the asshole who sent me on that quest a piece of our mind. Until next time, this has been Zane, better known as the King Bahamut. I feel very drained from having to go through that. I'll see you in the next part!